A second lawsuit has been filed against the fast casual chain Panera Bread. A man in Florida died after drinking the chain's highly caffeinated charged lemonade. This is the second such lawsuit filed since October. Panera is now warning customers to drink the lemonade in moderation. Dr. Nick Cozy is the EMS medical director at Rush University Medical Center and joins us now live. Doctor, thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Ben. Happy holidays.
You too. So drinks promising a jolt have been around for a long time. Heck, I think I remember one that was called Jolt Cola. I guess what's different and potentially concerning about those types of drinks these days, and specifically this charged lemonade?
Absolutely, Ben. So the concern on some of these drinks that they have a high amount of caffeine, and large amount of caffeine is present in other drinks, not just the charged lemonade. It's in high doses of coffee. If you drink an extra large coffee, you're going to find an equivalent amount of caffeine. The important thing is to be mindful of what you're drinking.
When you say they have more caffeine, this charged lemonade, I think I read it's the equivalent, if you have a large one, of like 5 Red Bulls. Can our bodies handle that?
Typically, they have the equivalent amount of a large coffee, but it is larger or more caffeine per drink than a normal Red Bull. It's a couple times as much. However, it's everything in moderation. It's making sure if you have any heart issues that you're being mindful of how much caffeine you're drinking. So while it has more than Red Bull, it's pretty much typical to a larger amount of coffee.
Got it. And whether we're talking about any energy drink, it's not just caffeine that's in there, right?
Mm-hmm. Especially now around the holidays, you're seeing a lot of drinks being enhanced with different spices and different amounts of electrolytes, and that's just being mindful of what you're actually drinking and how much you're drinking, especially as we get towards the Christmas and the New Year holiday.
Yeah, a Panera spokesperson declined to give us a written statement, but told us by phone that they don't think their drink was to blame, and the 2 people who died had other underlying conditions. And I would imagine that's a big factor in all of this, right? Is what's going on with your body before you add all of these extra stimulants.
Absolutely. Patients who have heart disease or pulmonary issues or lung issues, if they have difficulties with their heart rate or they have something called atrial fibrillation, they have to be very mindful of caffeine, because caffeine is an upper and it's going to make your heart rate get elevated. And just being mindful of how much you're actually drinking is crucially important.
So what should people look for in terms of symptoms or things that their body is doing after they consume an energy drink to know, hey, is this good? Is my body reacting in an okay manner?
It's a great question, Ben. If you feel heart fluttering, if you feel shortness of breath, any pain, tightness or pressure on your chest, any of the fluttering feeling in your chest, those are all signs that perhaps you've drank a little too much of that drink, whatever it might be, whether it's a charged lemonade or a large amount of coffee. And those are signs that you should seek medical attention.
All right, Dr. Nick Cozy from Rush, we always appreciate your expertise. Thanks for always being willing to jump on the air with us.
Thanks, Ben. Happy holidays to you and your family.